Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm here. It's Friday, not
It's
Thursday.
Friday, not Thursday. The 24th of.
You
I was
almost-
going to say February.
I was going to say, because we're wearing red. April.
Yeah.
One more week and it'll be May. Next Friday's.
Yes,
from today.
May 1st, and so.
Well, welcome to Stitchy Talk with
Candy and
Terry.
Yep.
At
It's Hoops and Needles,
in.
Plano, Texas.
Gotta remind them where we're at.
So, we have not a whole lot to talk about today, but we've got
Snippets.
a lot of stuff to talk about. We have
Yeah.
our grand opening 2.0 is next Saturday.
May
And
2nd.
as you can tell, we're taping from our new place is called My Happy Place. And so it's
Still a
still a
work in
little work in
progress,
progress, if you can
yeah.
tell. But if you look over here, we've got all the, this is our design wall over here. I don't know if the tables are going to be exactly this way, but you can see the tables are set up. The design wall is a magnetic, it's going to be a magnetic wall. The wall itself is not magnets, it's metal.
Yeah,
And then
sheet
we've got
metal.
magnets to put on there, so we've thought all the little tiny things through on
Yeah.
that. So over here you can see the shelves. Now all the shelves won't be ready by grand opening.
No.
They are being handmade by a good friend. So, and he's doing a beautiful. They are just so sturdy. You can stand on them. So, but that whole entire wall is going to be shelves, and we're going to have fabric on all the shelves and so. So.
Any life updates, real quick
Oh,
for
do
you?
I have any life updates? My granddaughter's still just as cute as she can be.
Yeah,
She's, gosh, 8.5 months old.
that's hard to believe.
And,
Seems like she was born the other day.
And she's getting mobile now and
Ooh.
verbal. So they used to be able to bring her up to the store and I can, just leave her in a little carrier and go about my business. But now
Not
she's,
anymore.
if I leave the room, she's like, where are you? And,
Mm-hmm.
but oh my gosh, she's just the cutest little thing. You
Yeah,
can't
she's
ever be
really-
mad at her. She just,
No, she's 8.
she reminds me so much of my mother though.
Oh.
She gives me that look my mother used to give me, so when I'm in trouble. So,
Oh, and you'll probably get a lot more of those. They
So-
tend to be very
yeah.
opinionated as they get older.
Mhm.
So
But that's about it for me.
nothing new and exciting for me.
Oh
Just-
yes, there was something exciting. Well, it wasn't exciting.
No, it was kind of.
Do you want to talk about it, or is it still too raw?
No, I'll do a snippet of it. But my son, who's my youngest son, but he's older, he's mature, he's working, he's been, he's 40, was on vacation by himself, and he goes on vacation by himself a lot, and he's in Washington, Oregon area, and my phone rang on Wednesday, because he went Tuesday. My phone rang Wednesday afternoon, and it was the sheriff from a county up there, and he had gotten stranded on a road going through the pass, which
It was snowing.
snowing
And
and,
the ice, yeah.
and the snow, because he said, they close those roads for the winter, and they reopen them, and it was open, so he was taking it from Oregon to Washington. Well, he got a little too far and realized it was too much snow, so he tried to turn around and got stuck in the snow. Well, he had no cell reception, so he had to send an SOS, emergency management type
Rescue
signal
thing, yeah.
from his phone. But they don't know for sure that person is really there. So I guess I ended up somehow being the emergency contact when the SOS was sent out. So they call me and they're like, he's fine, he's just stuck in the snow. But he can't get a message to say, we're on our way. All he's done is send a saying I'm stuck. And it was 4.5 hours later before we knew that they had gotten him out, and
Oh, gosh,
we got
it
a
was
call
horrible,
from him.
yeah.
It was not a fun 4 hours in that afternoon.
No.
But he's fine. It was no big deal to him. He was just stuck in the snow, but not realizing we were all panicking on our end.
Yeah.
So that was my event this week. But other than that, life's, just getting stuff ready
Yeah.
for this grand reopening.
Well, when Terry finally called and said that they found him and he was fine, now that you know that he's okay, when he gets home, you're going to kill him, right? 'Cause that's
No,
what
I'm
he
going to
said, like,
make him
kids.
buy a satellite phone, so whenever he's
Yeah.
traveling by himself or doing trails or hiking,
Yep,
he's
so.
got some way to communicate with us. So.
Well,
But
we're
he's
so glad
fine.
he's okay.
And so yesterday he texted me several times
Yeah.
throughout the day. So today, hopefully too, and then he'll come home on Saturday.
Yeah,
So
yeah, well.
he's adventurous. He always has been.
Oh, he's definitely your adventurous one. Remember the scooter accident
Oh,
in
yeah, we don't wanna
downtown
go that
Dallas,
one. Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to give him a little grief next time. So, anyways, he's a good kid.
He is. He's a really good kid.
So, okay, so we got a couple more fabrics in. We got more back there that we haven't gotten to yet.
Yeah.
They came in yesterday afternoon. So
yeah, we haven't even unboxed those.
And I think it's the Tula.
That's what I'm wondering.
Anyways, and a little bit of Tim Holtz too.
Yeah.
So, but we did get in. This is called Wisps. Let's see what it
No,
is.
that one's not Wisp. This is the Wisp.
Wings of Wonder.
That's Wings of Wonder.
Wings of Wonder. Look at these butterflies, y'all.
And that one's actually a panel, I think. Isn't that the one that's going to be a panel?
Yes, this is a huge panel. And some of this fabric looks like batiks.
It's not, though.
But it's cotton. So here's a coordinating fabric to it. Look at that.
There's about 8 pieces in that line that you got
That looks
in.
like a batik, but it's not.
No,
I mean,
but
you
it's
can tell
gorgeous.
But it's 100% cotton, and you can see the different colors that we got in.
It's really, really pretty.
So, anyways, we got that line in. It's so pretty. And then the Wisps of Wings.
Wisp of Wonder.
Wisp of Wonder.
Something, I believe. Close
So,
enough. We got a bunch of that.
These are gorgeous. These are like a little more of a modern flair to them.
Yeah.
But
Kind of subtle. So if you
yeah.
don't, you need something,
and then
even
it
probably
comes,
for a guy quilt, you know,
yes,
this is more masculine than some of those other things.
So you can see that I'm messing up this whole thing so this kind of goes and so if you're looking for a little bit of a masculine look rather than all the florals and stuff.
Yeah,
so
that would probably be a really good one.
Yeah, and then, but I want to talk about my pack group panels for a second.
Yeah.
So we just had a class last Saturday, and everybody made these bags. They turned out so cute.
And they picked their own panel.
Yeah,
right?
the class includes a panel, so we, they finished their bags when they left.
That's always
left.
good.
That's what's exciting. And then a lot of people have seen my little grumpy cat. So we're running out of this fabric. So, we like to find these panels, coordinating fabrics with them, and then make bags. But my favorite one is this one.
Oh, it's
gorgeous. This is coming up. I know Christmas is not here yet, but look at this pillow.
Get ready for
This
Christmas.
pillow. I love it.
I love that Santa. I love it.
Fabric. So I loved it so much I ordered an extra bolt of the fabric. But it's going fast.
Yeah, because we made some kits out of those.
Yes, and so if you really want a nice little Christmas pillow, this is the time to come and go ahead and make it. Pillows are easy to make.
Yeah, you don't.
Some people don't have to do the zipper part of it, but I can help you.
And you don't
with
have to do a zipper. You can do an envelope.
Yeah.
What's that called? Envelope closure. You don't have to do a zipper if you don't want.
Yeah. So, so speaking of classes, we have a really cool class coming up.
Yep.
This lady, I was dying over. I don't want to say her name until she's okay with it. But look, I'm going to show this one first. Look at this. That is all fabric, y'all. Is that cute or what? And then she did this one here. Look how cute that looks. And then this is my favorite one here.
And you know what we need to do?
Look at that.
All of the employees need to make one of themselves and hang it in the store. Don't you think it'd be a good idea?
That's a great idea.
This one would look kind of like me already, so I wouldn't have to.
This actually looks like the lady who made it. So,
yeah. But if you could do one that looked like ourselves, our hair colors and stuff, I think that'd be cool to have them hanging in the shop.
That would be fun. And then we could put their names on or whatever.
Yeah.
You can guess who it is.
Or we could have a guessing contest.
Yeah, so anyway, but that's all I've got as far as this goes. Real quick on the grand reopening 2.0. It starts at 10 o'clock. We have got the quilting book, the new book that's out by Christina West and Casey Crutchfield.
Mm-hmm.
Casey won't be here, but she's going to be coming by to pre-sign her part of the book. But Christina's going to be here, and she is going to be signing books for anybody that gets a book, and the books will be a little bit discounted too. So, then we have Becky Nolan. She's with Lucy Beam, cross stitch designer, and so she's going to have a trunk show here. So so you'll get to meet the designer. We have Matt Modetti, I believe that's how you say his last name.
Monisset, I think.
Matt, we know him as Matt. He teaches all of our classes here, like Quilting 101, just an amazing instructor, but he is apparently a certified stripology ruler person. So I guess they call it a stripologist. Anyways, some people already have a stripology ruler, but they don't know how to use it, or all they know how to just cut strips.
Yeah.
But he's going to show you different ways of the different types of rulers that we have. There's like 4 different types of stripology rulers, and he's going to show you demo some of the tips and tricks and stuff that he's done.
That's gonna be good.
So then we're gonna have Janet do a make and take with the L890 serger, and you're gonna be able to make a cute little. She has a little project for you guys to work on, and then we have Jesse, our tech. He's gonna show you the ins and outs of how to maintain your machine in between big cleanings, because you know, I know you need to take a machine in for regular cleaning, oiling, and adjustment, but you do need to do things in between, and he's just going to kind of touch on that and kind of show you.
You don't want to wait 20 years or 15 years before you bring a machine.
You shouldn't wait that long. So, but you know, I mean,
I can imagine it be going.
I've seen some sewing machines like we open, you know, he'll open and walk by, and there's just like this winter coat in there. It's just like, oh, they've been sewing a lot.
Yeah.
So little things like that. So,
good.
And then we'll have food and drinks, and we're gonna have some prizes and some drawings.
Prizes.
I'm still working on a grand prize drawing. I don't know if we're gonna have one or not, if I can conjure something up, but and anyways, that day we didn't do anything. We just put it on the website that we had offered free sit and sew for the day.
Yeah.
And I guess one person found it, and then it just
exploded,
and it filled up like that. So so you'll have people sitting and sewing here, some stitchers, and I mean, we did announce it later, but it was already almost full by the time we made the announcement. So I hope everybody can come. Starts at 10 o'clock. All the festivities should probably end around noon, 1 o'clock. We'll do our drawing after that, and then but we are open till 4. All right. So. We're open till 4, but the stitchers are going to be here till 9, because that's the new hours of my happy place. It's from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. All right. Okay, that's all I got.
I have a little bit of cross stitch. I've been doing a few things. I do want to show you some new patterns we got in. We have been wanting to get tomato.
That is really cute.
That was a request, and so we do have those in now. And then we finally got in, after many months of trying, we got in Patriotic Bouquet. I know a lot of people have been wanting that. And then we got Scrappy Americana Flag Cross Stitch by Lori Holt.
I think I'm gonna do this one too.
Yeah, I think that's a really, really cute one. And then I've got a couple things I've finished. This is called Be Creative.
This is so cute. Isn't that cute?
And then here's the pattern. That's an Antique Needleworkers pattern. I finished, but my scissors aren't staying in. I did Lucy Beams, who's one of the designers that'll be here. Love in Stitches. It's called, what's it? I don't know what the pattern's called.
I will find you.
Yeah, I will find you.
I will find you. Look how cute that is.
So.
Because it says,
I don't know who used my fabric scissors, but I will find you. My scissors won't stay on. I got to do some gluing there.
Yeah.
And then for a few whips, I want to show you that we did get. We've showed Pip before.
How cute. Yeah.
But we finally got the patterns back in. So if anybody wants to do Pip,
that is the cutest.
We did get more patterns.
It looks like it's got my hair.
Yeah. And then I'm working on Abigail, the goat, which is another Stacy Nash Animal Crackers. I love doing this one. I have to do the rest of the blue and the white in her dress. I loved this one. It is
what makes it
so
much fun to do?
It's just fast. You're doing, a row red, every other row is red, and then every other stitch is white.
I see, yes.
I just loved it. And
and I love the checkered
and the variegation in the floss in her apron.
Top there.
That's probably one of the most fun stitches I've done lately.
Look at the little top. Oh my gosh,
it's so cute.
that is
I'm
really
gonna get it finished here today or tomorrow. And then this is one of my other big whips, and I think I've showed this before, but I did a little bit more on it. I have quite a long way to go, but I'm not going to take it all the way out of the keys now. So you can kind of see Worthy Patriot.
Look at that.
So that plus some of these have been my two main focuses here the last couple weeks since we filmed last. So getting that going.
All right. Well, we didn't do any jokes today.
I didn't have any jokes. There went my husband came and went as we were taping, picking up. He's working on tabletops for the tables.
Yeah.
I don't really have any jokes. Somebody said something the other day, and I thought, oh, I'll remember that. Well, you know how I am with jokes. I just cannot remember it. So.
I have to think about it, and one time I tried to think about it, and I got two of them mixed up. And when I tried it on my husband, he just looked at me. He's like, "This doesn't make any sense." I'm like, "I think I'm mixed up."
Maybe we'll have another one next time.
No jokes.
No jokes. But remember to like, subscribe,
that's
and
right.
share. We need some more viewers. We need to get our numbers up.
Yep, let's do that.
We want to get, I don't know, I was going to say we want to get rich, but that'll never happen.
If we could get $1 million worth, I mean, a million viewers.
I don't think that's going to ever happen, so.
I don't know, other people have done it.
Yeah. But
something's got to go viral.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
Well.
Anyway.
Well, we'll take some pictures of the party next week, and we'll hope everybody can come.
Yeah, come see us.
Yeah, if anything, just come in, put your name in the drawing for some of the prizes, and that'll just kind of get you in here. But
it's amazing when you walk in the doors, and with this other side open, it's really going to be.
Yeah, we're selling happiness here, so y'all come get some.
All right.
All right. Have a good one.
Thank
See you later.
you. Have a good weekend. And of course, we have to get up there to turn it
go.
off.
Bye.
So we figure out how to do it otherwise.